Good afternoon, everybody. Here we are again at the Goodwill today. We're going to see what we can find to flip for a profit. We are here in Klamath Falls, Oregon, the city of sunshine. What a glorious day it is. My name is Nikki Foster, and I have a page at the Amazing Grace Picker. It used to be a wife in need of coffee, thrifting and flipping for a profit. But I decided that the new name change would bring new adventures and journeys. So I hope you can come along with me as I thrift to make a profit. Come along, let's see what we can find. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. So I found these boys' bogs. They were a size 11, but they were pretty worn, so I did leave them on the shelf. They wanted around $13 for those, and that's probably a good price, but I decided to leave them on the shelf. I'm going to put some music in the background for right now and see how it goes. Since the music's loud, but I may end up doing a voiceover. Very cute, but too much. They wanted about $10.49 for that little rack. I saw a bunch of these around the store, like pottery pieces. There was no signatures on them, but they wanted $13 to $20 for each piece. I thought they were pretty cool, but I think they were more of a hobbyist piece because they were initialed on the bottom. They weren't like a professional signature from an artist. I did go down this aisle. Boy, they're really, really thin with stuff lately. I'm not able to find very much today. I actually walked out with probably 3 items. I walked out with the bogs, and I walked out with a picnic set and a pair of gloves, hoping to flip to make a profit. I do have a lot of inventory right now that I need to go through. We just finished a room in our house, putting down flooring and painting and making it my eBay room, and I'm very, very excited how this is going to go. So I will keep doing the commentary, and I'll put some music in there as well. Thanks. I do end up picking up this picnic set down here at the bottom. It's brand new in the package, and I probably can get $15 to $20 for that locally. If not, I probably will list it on eBay for $25 with shipping, and that's always a good item to sell as well. I do look at this end cap that has a bunch of yellow stuff, and this cup was pretty cool, but I think it had a chip or something on it. I put it back. There just wasn't very much on the shelves today, being the new year and everything. And I did check out the red section, didn't see very much there either. A lot of inventory on the end cap there, but nothing that I felt I could make a profit on. I did look at these glass dishes. They're fused glass dishes, but there was no markings on them, no signatures, so I did leave those behind. For $4 to $3 a piece, I don't think I could make very much money on those, so I did leave them behind. And then I also went down the tool aisle, and I ended up finding some Craftsman drill and batteries and charger. The drill they had $9.49 on. The batteries they had $9.49 on. The charger they had $12.49 on. Those are the tools that my husband uses. So I did pick up 2 of the batteries, and I also ended up picking up the charger, and I did go plug them into the wall to see if they would charge, and they were both defective batteries, because the codes on the charger tell you how it charges, and neither one of them would charge. So I ended up picking up 2 of the batteries, the charger, and a drill, but I went and tested them out and figured out that they were defective. They were no longer able to work, and I did leave them on the shelf. Too bad, because my husband loves Craftsman, and he does have the 19.2 volt drills and the whole setup, and he just really loves those, and they do not make those anymore. Now you have to get the generic batteries for them, but he's been using the generic batteries for a couple years now, and they've been really, really good for him. So too bad that these did not work out. I do end up putting them all back, and hopefully they'll either take them off the shelf, or hopefully somebody can get them and restore them. I don't know if you can do that or not, but I literally had to turn the camera off to pull this battery out of this charger. I couldn't get it out with one hand. item here was made in Mexico. I didn't think there was much profit there. I've gone up and down these aisles and it's just very thin. The collector's market's not what it used to be at Goodwill. They're starting to outsource it now online, making it a boutique and selling more online, more of the collectible stuff. So it's getting harder and harder to find the collectibles and the stuff that sells on eBay or Mercari. If you guys do have any questions, you can always leave a comment and I'll get back with you. I'm thinking about doing an online auction where I put items up for sale and people can bid on them at the price that I put them on there for. And I would be able to do shipping, but you would have to pay for shipping. I'm thinking about starting to do that once I get some of my items together. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If there's something that you guys are particularly looking for, I'd be more than happy to see if I have the item or if I can get the item to you. The toy section is usually really good about having a lot of like cool vintage stuff. This was kind of vintage, 1991, the baby dinosaur from Dinosaurs. My kids grew up with this, but I did comps on it. I did comps, and it came out to be like $10 and plus shipping, and none sold. So I figured that was the best thing I could do, was just to leave it on the shelf.
$4.29, and it only sells for
so
$10, and none of sold.
He's on the shelf if anybody wants him, but for $4 I felt like I couldn't make a profit, so I left him there. What I was talking about. This is another vase. They wanted $16 for it. It's beautiful, but I didn't find any comps on it, and I kind of felt they were like a home goods type thing. You know, there was quite a few of them around. I always check the silverware out to make sure there's no silver pieces in there. I have found a few at $0.25 a piece, which silver has gone up in the last couple of years or so, and you usually can turn that in and get quite a profit off the silver. I usually find cast iron pans through here. There was nothing here today. It was very slim pickings today in the kitchenware stuff. So just come along with me while I thrift to make a profit. Thank you. So that was a really nice teapot, but for $8.49, I couldn't see about flipping that for a profit plus shipping. Fragile stuff is pretty hard to ship sometimes, and you got to make sure it's pretty wrapped pretty well. So I do walk over here to the plug-in, test out the batteries and the charger, and find out they don't work. And I do end up putting those back on the shelf and only purchasing 3 items today. I purchased the bogs for $20. I purchased the picnic set for $6.29, and I purchased the pair of gloves for $6.29, hoping to double my money on those items and flip for a profit. I appreciate you guys coming along with me on this journey, and like I said, if you guys see anything that you like or you're looking forward to, just let me know in the comments and I'll make sure I can get that item to you. Have a glorious day, everybody. Until we meet again, have a great day.